Kocha is going to get back to his feet. With our first Met Oval players preparing to come on first subs. I think Blanco and Araujo are the pair. Or, actually, I think it's Araujo and also Aka Maladez, who got the assist for the winning goal on Wednesday night. Bernard drives it up. Palazza. Barragan. Forsyth off with his first touch. And he's taken a massive gamble there. Balti, Saunders can punish him. It's Saunders! Tipped away by Maroney. They might have kept Atlantic City in the final there. Big chance. Forsyth with a howler. Just gifting that to Saunders, and the form he's in, you do not do that. Maroney was scrambling back. Saunders chose to take it early. Didn't quite get it into the corner, perhaps where he wanted to. And Maroney with a smart and strong pair of hands to keep the margin at 1-0. There will be a corner kick here for the hosts. Give a shot. Villa. Saunders outside the foot cross, headed out by Kocha. Bernard stopping the counter-attack. Kocha looking to force it up to Cahill. Tyler Wagner is also going to be also going to be sent on for Atlantic City FC. Bernard. Cleary. Great footwork by the centre-back. Crossfield ball, brilliant ball. What a play the centre-back is. Here's Cahill coming into the area. Cahill across the 6-yard box. Nothing wrong with the cross. Needed a run gambling at that far post. The changes are going to be made. Forsyth is going to be withdrawn. Wagner coming on for him. Carlos Villa and Sullivan off, so the entire left flank once again. Coach Burklow's first changes made. And Balti Saunders once again takes the armband. Got about 20 minutes of normal time remaining here at the Oval. I imagine we'll get a significant chunk of stoppage time already as well with some of the injury delays. Still, Sasha Olesko's 39th minute goal separates the sides. Atlantic City have been a lot more in their second half. It's been quite even in terms of possession. And there's been now a handful of chances for either side. Araujo hooks it down the channel. Olesko doing really well to get ahead on that. Maladez with his first chance to drive forwards. Did he get away from Cleary? Referee judge no. I think Cleary got the first tackle and then it came off of Maladez. Barragan with the header, and then Cahill flicking it on. Gonzalez hooking it clear. Held forward, big head by Reynoso. Saunders air kicking it, but it comes to Olesko. And Maladez is going to surge after it. Maladez is in here. Maladez is so heavy his last touch. Not sure quite how he got in there. Defenders slipping left and right, and Maladez with the rocket pace. Got in, but that touch let him down. Showed too much to Moroney, who seized it very bravely. Two good chances for Met Oval to extend the lead here. Squandered in the last 5 minutes. Will they live to regret that, I wonder? Five forwards. I think what's certain is as Atlantic City have to push forwards more aggressively for the equaliser, we're going to see more gaps like that emerge for Met Oval on the break. Cahill. So Sanecchio showing too much to Melades. Here's Melades. Araujo tried to force it to Oleshko, couldn't find him. Barragan. It's a good spin by the midfielder. And Iriarte been a little too heavy on his heels. Hooked up here by Sanecchio. Not a great delivery, straight into the hands of Christodoulou, far too straight, the angle. Hold out to Araujo. And he finds Melades. Kasha. Bernard. Gonzalez. Saunders onto his left foot. Oleshko. Magnificent tackle by Cleary, who I think has got quite a good shout to being man of the match, at least from these first 73 minutes. He's been excellent defensively and very composed on the ball too. Gonzalez with the nutmeg. Reynoso got something on that. Saunders held on to it too long. Sanecchio. Well, McNamee even, excuse me, looking for Rodriguez. Christodoulou off his line. And the referee trying to play the advantage. It wasn't on, and we'll call it back. And the referee, who I think has managed this game pretty well and kept the tempers even so far. And again, they had 2 red cards in the last meeting between these sides. He's going to book one to Melades, who hasn't been on the field too long. Glenford Gentle is going to be the next introduction to the contest for Met Oval. Centre forwards, I imagine he'll come on for Sasha Oleshko, who at the moment is on course to be the match winner and the championship winner. But still time for Atlantic City. We're also preparing another change. Floats up into the penalty area. That's a better delivery. Comes on the edge. Rodriguez took a swipe at it, didn't catch it cleanly. Kept in. Hoofed clear by Araujo. And Melades will give it chase. And Melades has kept that in. He's got Kasha with him. It's Kasha. Andy Kasha. Just about enough done to stop him by McNamee. Owen Edwards is the man who's going to come on for Atlantic City. That came off of the thigh of Reynoso. Changes are going to be made. McGuigan is going to be replaced by Edwards. And as expected, it's Oleshko coming off Glenford Gentle, who has 1 goal this season. Was off the bench, coming off the bench against First State, and he scored that within a few minutes of coming on. 1 of 4 goals in 8 minutes that Met Oval remarkably scored, all of them involving substitutes they'd made a few moments ago. Very nice, so doing well to get himself a free kick there. Do wonders for Met Oval's nerves if they could find that second. We're ticking towards the final 10 minutes here. Bagnato. Gonzalez. And Flappable on the ball as always. Kasha switches it. Aruja, lovely touch inside. Maladez, he's dispossessed. There's Wagner with the interception. McNamee. Rodriguez, and that's going to be a foul. Bit of a silly free kick from Iriarte to concede there. It's always second to that ball, clattered into the back, and this is certainly shooting range for Atlantic City. Well, Kocher sets it down. Atlantic City are yet to score a bet against Met Oval this season. Approaching now 170 minutes of without a goal against them, but every other team in this conference they did strike against, and they are the second highest scorers in the North East Conference. Big moment in the game here. Well, Kocher will take it. Right into the wall, comes back to him again. And the wall stands good again. Bagnato with it, and now the break might be on here for Met Oval. Poor pass by Saunders. Taken quickly. KO was chasing after it. Good reading by Reynoso. Lovely spin on a dime by Cesaneccio. Wagner. Gonzalez got a toe in it. It's going to be a throw-in for Atlantic City. Deep inside Met Oval's half. I think Kocher's got the long throw in his repertoire. The big guns going forward for Atlantic City. Players stacked towards that near post. And it's held in towards that direction. Flicked on towards the far post. Rodriguez couldn't keep it in. Once again, the ball flashes across the face of Met Oval's goal very precariously, but there's no man in a purple shirt to apply a finishing touch. Good flick on at that front post. Marujo. Gentle. Does well to hold it up. Iriarte, bit of space here for Nelson Reynoso. Gentle steaming through the middle. Reynoso in towards Gentle. Good recovery by Wagner, who puts that over the fence. A lucky local has got themselves a free match ball in Queens. Iriarte. There'll be another throw in the same position. Tossed in, Maladez. Back to Reynoso, who tried to keep it in. Dwelt on it too long. It's going to be an Atlantic City throw-in. Another change is going to be made for Atlantic City. This will be their fifth. Gentle. Saunders. Couldn't force it through the shirts. Maladez got a foot on it. Kocher. The ball will bounce to Rodriguez. Here's Owen Edwards. Towards the far post. Cahill was back there. I think it took the slightest touch off of Gonzalez. which denied Cahill a clean connection on that header. Lovely ball in by Edwards. Bernard down the channel. Gentle. Couldn't evade the attentions of Cleary. Perlaza. 8.5 minutes of normal time remaining here. It's going to be a nail-biting finale to this final. Corner kick for Atlantic City. Mateo Rodriguez will take. Everyone back for Metovo. Nervous moments here. Towards the far post. Popped back and hat clear by Saunders, and as the man at the far post clutching his head for Atlantic City. A couple of bodies raised for that. Perlaza. Getting the knock on the head.
Number 6.
JB.
Paragon's going to be replaced by Ryan Gale. Kocher again with a long throw. Ariarte, or Gento even with that head up. Popped back up by Cesanecchio. Bagnato's got to watch this carefully. Awkward bounce, comes on the edge. Shot came right off of the tummy of Bagnato. Lets out a howl of delight. It was Cahill who broke down that left side. Decent chance, another chance here though for Atlantic City to loft something into the penalty area. Swung towards the far post, a player going down, volley at the back post. Difficult chance. And the target couldn't be hit, it was Cahill back there. Time is ticking, 6 minutes remaining. I imagine we'll get 4 or 5 of additional. And this is a shame, I think Cleary's night is over. He's done something or other. Immediately signalled for the bench he needs to be substituted. So that's going to be the 6th change.
Yeah, I got it.
It's Webb who's going to come on for Cleary. Again, I think he has a shout to be the man of the match tonight, Cleary. Commanding presence at the centre of Atlantic City's defence. And great composure on the ball. We'll restart here with the goal kick. Moved up, not particularly successfully by Chris Dolau. Held down the line. It looked like it came there off the hands of Gale. Ariarte. Saunders. Kasha. Finds Nelson Reynoso. And Reynoso away from Wagner. It's a good recovery tackle by Cahill. And it'll be a throw-in for Atlantic City. Kasha. Poked forward by Perlaza. They'll come here to Owen Edwards. Over push a lot of numbers forwards there. Now they're starting to come back. Edwards inside. Rokocha driving forwards. Helped on towards him by McNamee. And it was an important tackle for Bagnato to make. A bit of indecision in the back line for Met Oval. Another corner kick here for Atlantic City with less than 4 minutes of the 90 minutes remaining. Justin Blanco is going to be introduced imminently for Met Oval. Swung in towards the near post this time, headed out by Kasha. Comes back on the far side. I'll leave it for a Wakocha. Long throw in. It's becoming a bombardment on Met Oval's penalty area at the moment. Held in. That header going the wrong way from an Atlantic City perspective. Maladez overcomplicating, didn't clear that. Sent back inside. It's Gale! Just past the post. Maladez getting a mouthful from his teammates. He took a really unnecessary risk there, and Met Oval quite nearly paid the ultimate price. Gale looked millimetres away from that far post. Iriarte is going to make way for Blanco. All eyes now are going to be on the fourth official and what the number is for stoppage time. Wakocha. Bagnato clearing it. I'd say of all of Met Oval's performances this season, the second half in particular has been the most underwhelming in terms of possession, but it's been functional. It's been enough to win this final thus far. It's been prudent, unless long range strike. Really well caught, tipped round the post by Christodoulou. McNamee sent that careening towards the goal. It was on the side that Christodoulou was closer to. Another chance here for a ball to be lofted in. How many corners has it been in these last 10 minutes? Looping ball towards the far post, headed back into the mixer. Christodoulou will gather that all day long and gratefully clutch it to his chest. And Met Oval can take a breath. So couldn't bring it down. Gonzalez meeting it. Yeah, another throw. Down the channel. Magnato's going to try and shepherd this out. Rodriguez didn't let it go for a goal kick. It'll be a corner kick right in Met Oval's corner.
I'll let you know at the 90.
Well, we're about to get the amount of stoppage time. Lofted back in. Gale. House for a handball. McNamee tussling with Saunders. Saunders wins that first tussle. And then Maladez will look to bring it out. Wagner winning it back.
Play smart, guys.
Cahill crunching tackle. Saunders again winning it.
Coach.
He was closed down. Well, that will come back to Christodoulou. 5 minutes is the number from Harris Rashid. Still time here for Atlantic City. Reynoso with the flick on. Wagner back to Maroney. Gonzalez winning the header. Blanco with his first touch. Reynoso. Kasha. Bernard hoofing it clear. Anywhere will do that. Might turn out to be a useful ball here though for Botti Saunders. He's offside. the young players thinking that was full time. Premature, their celebrations. They're about 4 minutes too early. Don't have access to the same information we do. No fourth official board. Driven up by Maroney. Shepherded out by Sasaneccio, who will receive this throw-in. Drives it towards the edge of the penalty area. Bagnato with the header. Gale wins that first ball, but Maladez doing really well to yield the throw-in. Met Oval almost over the finish line to mark a triumphant return to men's football with a North East Championship. Kasha looks to poke it outside. Bolty Saunders, they can seal it here. Crunching tackle, but a fair one by Perlaza. Cahill helped back inside. Gonzalez hacking it clear, and then he got caught late, and Perlaza is going to walk here. It's his second yellow. He's off. Atlantic City get their third red against Met Oval this season. There's a poor late tackle. And even though they can rescue an unlikely late equaliser, they then have to play 30 minutes down to 10 in extra time. Saunders will come off, and he's going to be replaced by Will Baker for these remaining 2 minutes.
Hey, we got at least 2 left. We'll get a chance.
Bagnato is just going to drive this to the corner. Headed clear. Wakocha having first touch, and anywhere will do from Araujo. Goal kick. Can the 10 men fashion out one last chance? Referee just making sure Perlaza, who was sent off, is leaving the field of play. He is walking off it.
Whatever that was took 30 seconds.
I just told your keeper I was going to give you the time. I just wanted to make it clear to get to 0
Fuck me. Well, he almost took it right where it hurts there. An erringly accurate goal kick by Maroney. Reynoso is going to hurl this down the line. Headed back inside. Hoof clear. Come over, just managed his final seconds. It's going to be a free kick.
Hey, come on! Brody, take!
Well, this is it for Atlantic City. The ball is inside their own half, but they're going to try and pump this up to the 18-yard box and fashion out a chance here at the death. Everyone up, even Maroney. Last throw of the dice to salvage this League for Clubs North East final for the New Jersey side. Wakocha sends it up. Big head by Glenford. Bagnato helps it on. Wakocha meeting the header. Araujo. Anywhere will do. And that is that. Met Oval mark a triumphant return to men's football with a League for Clubs North East Championship. It wasn't the prettiest final in the world, but they all count, and they take the silverware. Sasha Oleszko with the goal in the first half. Atlantic City pushed hard in that second, but the Met Oval defensive line held up strong. It was a nerve-wracking final 20 or so minutes. But Met Oval see it out, and they are League for Clubs North East champions, the first ever League for Clubs North East champions, and they will go to the Nationals in Dallas next weekend. Well, I'm not sure whether we're going to have a trophy celebration ceremony or not. I imagine we will. But what a return for Met Oval. 12 years out of the men's game, and they've come back and won a championship in their first season. And over the balance of the season, I don't think you could dispute it isn't deserved. Today wasn't the best game of football they played, but overall in the season, they've played sensational football, beautiful in the eye. They scored the most goals in the division, won the most games, and the mark of a truly top team is they can win even when they're not at the top of their game.
See you again. Do you guys want? They're going to give the trophy. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll come out. Yeah, we'll come out to you.
I don't know where you tell them where you want them.
Yeah, I'll come and talk in a sec with them. Yeah, sounds good. Okay. So, guys, just stand by for a second. We're just here and there's going to be a trophy celebration ceremony. So we're going to come down the touchline. We'll be back shortly with that trophy ceremony. Gomez. Crossfield ball, Saramago! Tipped over the crossbar. What a goal that would have been. Drew a very smart save by Di Loretto.
Let's see if he can do something with the ball now. He looks forward. Keurig wins the ball. Schaefer comes out. A block from the shot. Schaefer punches it over the bar. Excellent goalkeeping from Schaefer there.
Brooklyn City FC now defending its own penalty area, crossed toward that near post, not too far away as Lena Perry with a two-hand parry.
Macy floats it in as a free man. What a save by Hartman, that's spectacular.
What a stop that was, and from point-blank range as well. There was no time for the goalkeeper to get that hand up, and somehow kept that from going over the line. What a stop.
Was off the bench today. Here's Holland. Stutters. Great save from Cisse. Absolutely deserved from a spectacular performance for the Manhattan Celtic goalkeeper Mohamed Cisse.
Reynoso with another free kick into the box it goes. There's a header and there's a shot by DeMay and a lovely save there by Edwards. Makes a long dive and contains the clean sheet.
Hello guys, welcome back here. Coach John Bucklow's got the trophy out here.
Boys, right here. Boys, get together. Hey, boys, go behind. These guys, you guys gotta go behind.
Let's Want to do it here so we get the
Yeah. Hey, bring around JP, bring around. JP, come here. Yeah, give us 1 sec. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. You good? All right. Coach John Bucklow is going to hand this to Carlos Villa, the Met Oval captain. Met Oval, the League for Clubs, Northeast champions. A triumphant return to men's football for Queen's finest. And it's not just a win for the players, it's a win for all of these young players who have been inspired, so faithfully followed the club. Balti Saunders, the top scorer this season, lifting Kasia, the 19-year-old. And Aleshko, the match winner, the silverware winner. We've got Bernard, who's excellent at that fullback the whole time. So guys, I'm also here with Jeff Saunders, who's the director of the club. Jeff, first time Met Oval fielded a men's team in 12 years. How excited and proud are you of this return?
I'm really proud of the players and the club. I mean, what we all aspire to do is to keep a community around football and keep the kids playing. And so, you know, our young kids in the academy and our kids that are in college come back and form the core of this team. And they play the Met Oval brand of football, and that's what we love to see. And we see the young kids here, and they're looking up to the older kids, and it's the pathway for them. So we're really proud of Coach John and the whole club and all our staff. First year back, and we're going to nationals.
It's an amazing achievement. Something that struck me, and I've said this to Coach John multiple times, is that the players could rotate so much, but still it's the same style. Like you said, you know, and that Met Oval methodology is really clear through. How much of an advert for not just what's possible for Queen's soccer, but New York soccer is this team?
I think it's a critical example of how, if you stick to a methodology and you're playing with the ball all the time, for development, that's the key. You know, it's the key for the young kids you see here to grow and go to college or go professionally, is to have a really good understanding of the game and a good technique with the ball. And so the fact that our U11s play like our U23s, it makes me happy to see it every day on the pitch. And whether you were here last year or 4 years ago, or you're going to be on this team in 4 years, you're going to play the same style of football. And so we think that's a lesson for all players in this country.
Like you said, the team going to the Nationals in their first season. And also, the Met Oval's turned 100 years, haven't they? So you guys have got, you've got the history, but you've got so much to look forward to. Where would you see the men's program going in the future? Is that, again, perhaps there's some stuff behind the scenes you can't talk about, but is there an aspiration maybe one day to go pro, or is this going to maybe stay like this for a while?
I mean, listen, we think this is a good level now, you know, 4th division in the U.S. We've had a PDL team in the past, and we think this is a good kind of cap to our pathway at Met Oval. In the future, you never know. We have a facility, we have the top coaches, we have a center of excellence, so you never know what can happen. But right now, we think this is a good pathway, the end to our pathway at Met Oval, and it serves all the kids well who are coming back and still playing in college and want to come back and play in the summer. So we're proud. We're proud of all the kids, and we're proud of the Oval, which, you know, as you said, it's in our centennial year this year. This is our 100th year. We're the oldest continuous used field in the nation, and we're one of the oldest clubs around. So, you know, we want to continue this tradition for the next 100 years.
Fantastic. Well, Jeff, it's been an absolute pleasure watching the team. The style of football you play is so exciting. The 3-4-3, I don't think many teams could pull it off the way you play out the back, but the players are so good technically. It's been a joy to watch. So I really appreciate you guys trusting us in this first season for you guys back with men. Really
appreciate you being here. We appreciate all the league and Game and Frame and all the stakeholders who come out and make it something special. So you know how we'll play when you come back and see us at Nationals, or you know how we'll play next year. And that's what we want to have, our Met Oval style and our Met Oval brand that exists, you know, decade after decade.
Well, Jeff, pleasure chatting with you. Thanks for your time, and yeah, good luck. Enjoy the celebrations tonight. All right, guys. Well, we'll see if we can get ourselves some post-match reaction as well from the players. JP, if you just keep the camera on these guys, I'm going to see if I can grab someone. coach.
Thanks.
Do you want to do an interview?
Yeah.
Who would be a good player to do?
Sasha, but is that Figueroa? Carlos.
Carlos, yeah.
Carlos.
Hey, Carlos! You wanna... Well played, bro. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, guys. We're here with Coach John Birklow and the skipper Carlos Villa. Carlos, I'll start with you. How many years have you been with Met Oval total?
I've been in Met Oval for the past 4 or 5 years in total. Yeah.
So a lot of your developmental soccer. How much does it mean to captain a men's team to a conference title?
Yeah, it means everything. I mean, this is an amazing club, one of the best clubs here in New York. We do it for the kids and we do it for all the coaches that do this amazing job with us.
Coach John, this was the lowest scoring game you guys have had at home because it was a final. You know, it's tense. You said before the game you thought it was going to be a tight game against Atlanta City. They're a good side. Did your team show something different tonight? You showed that fighting spirit and prudence when was needed to win this final.
No, absolutely. I think when we've been here, we've always shown with the ball that we can create, we can score goals. And today, obviously, particularly in the second half, we showed we can fight and we can win the game in whatever way it needs, okay? And that for me, that's huge, right? So obviously, we always want to try to play our way. But when you play in finals, it doesn't matter how you play. It just matters what the scoreboard says at the end. And so really, really happy for the boys. They absolutely worked their butts off and put in a really, really good performance for us.
Carlos, how much does it mean to win in front of all of these young players?
I think this is an amazing example of what they can achieve in the future. It feels great. Lovely.
What do you think's been the key to you guys succeeding this season? Because today was game 12. You won 10 of those games. You've been very consistent. What's been the key?
I think our style of play and the perseverance of never giving up and giving everything all the time, all the games.
What do you think's been the key ingredient, Coach?
No, I think the philosophy that runs through the club that is there from our little guys at U8 all the way up to these guys at U23. So for me, for the little guys to see us play the way we play and win a championship in the way we play, that's huge because it's, in the end, it can't just be about playing pretty football. Particularly at this level, it's got to be about winning games and winning championships. So for the boys to be able to see that and see it done in the way we play through our philosophy, that for me is the thing that makes me the happiest.
You guys now have a trip to Dallas, baking hot Dallas next weekend. I hope you guys get lots of rest. But the Nationals on the line, you're going to play the winners of each conference. How much are you looking forward to that, Carlos?
No, I mean, everything. We've been working for this, and now it's the time to really show up and do the job.
Coach, have you got a chance to see many of the other teams from the other conferences?
I've tried to watch some of the other playoff games just to have a little bit of an idea. To be honest, nothing in depth. But for me, I came to New York from Texas, so it's a little bit of a homecoming. My parents will come to the game, so that'll be great. And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Fantastic. Well, guys, I'll let you celebrate. Congratulations on the win. Triumph and return to men's football from Met Oval. Absolute pleasure following you guys this season, and good luck at the Nationals.
Thank you.
Take care. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Well, that just about does it for us here at the Oval. Met Oval, after 12 years away from men's football, come back and win a conference title. They are the League for Clubs Northeast champions, the first ever League for Clubs Northeast champions. They go to the Nationals in Dallas, where they will play the other conference champions next weekend. I don't think we're going to make the trip out to Dallas, unfortunately, so sadly we won't be there to see that. But I want to say a massive thank you to Met Oval for trusting Game and Frame to cover this historic club this season. It's been an absolute pleasure for so many reasons. Top among that list is certainly the quality of football and the style of football played, but also the great community feel down here. It's been an absolute pleasure. Big thank you to JP Zucato for doing great work behind the camera this season here. Thank you to our sponsor, Salt Athletic, and thank you to all of you for watching. This is Josh Pratt signing off from Queens at Met Oval. Enjoy the rest of your weekends, everyone.